Let's talk about the Proverbs 31 woman. You've probably heard of her. She's described as strong, wise, and noble. But let me tell you something. The Proverbs 31 woman isn't about being perfect. She's not about checking off a list or fitting into a box. She's about being living intentionally with God at the center of everything. The world today is loud, chaotic, and distracting. Everyone wants to tell you who you should be, what you should look like, and what you should do. But let me ask you this. When was the last time you asked God who He wants you to be and where He wants to put you in your life? Okay, so today we are breaking it down how to embody the heart of the Proverbs 31 woman in a world that's constantly pulling you in the opposite direction. So let's start. Let's discuss the topic number one, that's understanding her strength. The Proverb 31 woman isn't just a wife or a homemaker, she's a powerhouse. She's wise, diligent, and compassionate. But most importantly, her strength comes from her faith. It's easy to look at her and think, I'll never measure up. But here's the thing, hear me out. The Proverbs 31 woman wasn't born that way, right? She became that way through her choices, her discipline, and her relationship with God. Her strength, it comes from knowing who she belongs to. She doesn't live for the approval of this world because she knows her worth is found in God. She knows her worth, who she is and who she belongs to. Proverbs 31:30 says it perfectly. Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Okay, so that's the foundation. Everything she does flows from her faith, and that's where you start to have firm faith in God's will and God's timing. Trust me, God's timing is worth waiting for. Topic number two, how to embody her qualities. The Proverbs 31 woman isn't just a standard to reach, she's a mindset, a way of living that transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary. Okay, so let's talk about three qualities you can embrace today to start walking in her purpose. Number one, master the art of discipline. Discipline is freedom. Proverbs 31:27 says, She watches over the affair of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. She doesn't waste time. She doesn't scroll endlessly or let the day slip away. She shows up, whether it's for her family, her work, or her calling. Ask yourself, how are you spending your time? Are you building a life of purpose or are you stuck in distractions? Because trust me, I was in your place too. And I realized that I was scrolling endlessly and mindlessly. Well, that's another topic I'll discuss in another video. But I'm just sharing my experience so you guys will know how to start and how to change yourself. So let's just start small, okay? Wake up earlier, set goals, replace mindless habits with ones that brings you closer to God's vision for your life. Well, remember one thing. Discipline isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. I've seen many people giving up on their dreams just because they think that discipline is about perfection. But trust me, it's only about consistency. Proverbs 31:26 says, She speaks with wisdom and faithful instruction is on her tongue. Let me explain this Bible verse to you. This means her words have power, they uplift, inspire, and bring life. So, how are you using your voice? Are you speaking with intention or are you tearing others down? Or maybe even yourself. I've seen so many people that talk bad about themselves or try to put others down, but trust me, that's a worst thing a human being can do to themselves and to others. Okay, so here's the truth. The world doesn't need more negativity. Be the person who walks into a room and brings peace. Choose your words wisely and actions that reflects the strength of your character and the love of Christ. Also, embrace your God-given worth. The Proverbs 31 woman knows she is valuable because God said she is. Proverbs 31:10 says she is worth far more than rubies. Let me tell you one thing. You're not defined by your mistakes, your past, or what other thinks of you. What other thinks about you, it's their perspective. And another thing, stop waiting for someone else to validate you. You already have worth because you are made in God's image. So, once you know your worth, act like it. Stop shrinking yourself, step into the opportunities that God placed before you. Whether it's starting a new business, pursuing a new goal, or simply loving yourself a little more. Own your worth and walk in confidence and in Christ. So, here's the conclusion of the video. You don't need to be perfect to embody the Proverbs 31 woman. Start where you are. Let God shape you into the woman He's called you to be. Everyone has a purpose of their life, right? So, let God shape you into the person He wants you to be. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. Choose one quality from Proverbs 31, just one. Write it down, pray over it, and ask God to help you live it out the week. Remember, strength doesn't mean doing it all. It means leaning on God and letting Him guide your steps and trusting in His process. Thank you so much for watching. If this spoke to you, like, comment, and share your thoughts in the comments. Let's walk this journey of growth and faith together. See you next time. Bye.